of you.
I feel like I was a victim.
I don't know, man. The Jidion guy seems weird, bro. The whole like EDP445, he's weird. Everybody involved in this is weird, bro. Something about the Jidion dude I don't want around my kids. I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't know what in the name of the Babysitters Club is going on, but he can't be around the kids. The Jidion nigga, he just can't be around the kids. I don't think so. I don't think he's a good look.
Of EDP, but I think I was mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of Jidion, in a way. I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
In what way were you his puppet?
I feel like I was his puppet because I was just like kind of doing the things he demanded me to do.
Now, Jidion ultimately responded back to these allegations. Before we discuss Jidion's response, let's rewind a little bit and get to where this started from. So a documentary was recently released about the most evil human being to ever call himself a YouTuber. Truly, this is like the greatest predator YouTube has ever seen. And obviously, I'm talking about EDP445.
Now, you should never even trust somebody whose hairline is like this. Like, this hairline right here lets you know he's up to no good, bro. Like, it's no lie about it. Like, this hairline just says no good. Like, you feel me? It's no good. There's nothing positive is coming from this hairline. You should just look at this guy and see that, you know, all the signs are clearly there.
So a documentary was recently released about how he preyed on multiple young women. Now, they interviewed one of these young women, and this young woman would make accusations that Jidion is actually the reason why she kept talking to EDP and essentially put herself in danger. And because of these accusations in this documentary, you have really huge creators on
low-key sounds, I think that she's right, bro. I don't doubt what she's saying.
Platform taken to their personal social media pages to call out Jidion. He was created by the name of Ace Vane. He posted, "So you made a really young girl to keep interacting with a predator, potentially traumatizing her, so you could get your content, dress up like a cupcake, and go viral catching him." Looking back and seeing Jidion dressed up like a cupcake and
yeah, that's pretty much what he did. It's kind of creepy.
In the context, it looks kind of crazy. I think he would take it back if he could. Like, if you really asked him, bro, would you still come up dressed like a cupcake, bro? He would probably take it back. But I think he was going for like a comedic effect, which landed very poorly. But about 2 years ago, Jidion and Skeeter Gene, a notorious predator catcher, did a sting on EDP445 where, you know, they busted him for talking to a really young girl and attempting to meet up with her. Now, how this pred catch came to be was discussed during the EDP445 documentary, and it's the details of how the pred catch came to be and how they was able to set up EDP is those details that got people horrified and giving Jidion a lot of backlash right now.
For you to believe, but I think...
My name is Kayla Hoskins, and in June 2023, I received an Instagram DM from EDP445, otherwise known as Bryant. I first replied to EDP because I always
like, where's this girl's parents at?
Reply to anyone who messages me. And I didn't know who he was, but I freaked out because he told me he was... And sooner rather than later, he started sending very flirtatious messages. A while later, Jidion added EDP into his Discord, filled with kids, for a Q&A. And then...
This nigga Jidion has a Discord full of kids? Creepy. This nigga is creepy. Okay.
When I told people, like, in the server that EDP texted me, Jidion quickly knew about it because his manager told him.
Well, my government name is DeMarcus Cousins III, but everybody on the internet knows me as Jidion. Yeah, this is like right when I saw the information, I was like,
isn't there a famous athlete named DeMarcus Cousins? Am I wrong?
You know what? This is gonna be it, and I want to make sure that I don't screw it up. So I hit up Skeet because he knows, and he's actually gotten people prosecuted before.
My name is Skeeter Gene, also known as Skeet Hansen. I am a professional Chris Hansen impersonator on YouTube.
And I continued messaging him because it was very, like, encouraged for me to keep doing it. I didn't really want to, but I didn't want to disappoint anybody.
Those were the first two accusations made during
Yeah, Jidion, you looking like you kind of a creepy too, bro. I ain't gonna lie. You kind of got like some creepy crawly about you, brother. I ain't gonna front.
this documentary that a lot of people was horrified with. There's more accusations, and we're going to cover all of them, but those were the first two. The first one was Jidion added EDP445, a known predator, to a Discord filled with and then when Jidion found out that one of his Discord was talking or messaging a known predator, Jidion encouraged her to keep on talking to him. Jidion refused this, and he offers up a defense for himself. But my initial jerk reaction was, no. If you find out a talking to a predator, the first thing you do is call the police. I don't care if the police intervening early would interfere with the content. The content should be the last thing you're concerned with.
Yeah, you should really be paying more attention to this kid. Even though that we know that Flakko's not being genuine, he's being extremely disingenuous right now. But it doesn't take away from the fact that you should not be, you know, moving around or playing like this at all when it comes to a kid, at all.
It shouldn't even be a thought. The thought should be, how do I get this out of communication with this predator? But from everything I saw initially, my jerk reaction was the police was not called, because if the police is called and the police get involved, obviously EDP would stop talking to this, and then the predator catch wouldn't have happened because he wouldn't have agreed to meet up with it after the police get involved. Now, if Jidion had good intentions, he wanted to build more of a case on EDP445 and ultimately get him arrested, I'm saying that don't matter. I'm saying go to the police and have the police figure out if there's enough at this moment to arrest him. But the risk of this...
Nah, Jidion said, I need the content. I need the clicks and the ticks.
Continuing to talk to a predator? No. There are even messages where EDP445 is like threatening to use a gun on this person after finding out, that she was involved with Jidion. Or I think even beforehand, he threatened her, hey man, you better not be setting me up, man. So this dude is a very dangerous and mentally deranged person. No be in communication with him. It felt like Jidion put the predator catch before the safety of this. And to me, that's wrong. Even if it was good intentions, it was still wrong. And I'm not going to go as far to say he had good intentions. He's saying he had good intentions. I'm saying even if you had good intentions, it was still wrong. But she would have...
How could this be good intentions, using a child for publicity or for any type of, like, this is weird, bro. Like, this is nothing about this can be good intention. This is all for you to get clicks and ticks. This is all it's about.
Accuse Jidion of more horrifying things.
I feel like I was a victim of EDP, but I think I was mainly a victim. This is gonna sound crazy, but mainly a victim of Jidion, in a way. I feel like for a long time I was his like little puppet.
In what way were you his puppet?
I feel like I was his puppet because I was just like kind of doing the things he demanded me to do. I feel like I am a victim of Jidion because he encouraged me to keep talking to her.
Every single time we would talk to her, I would ask her if she's okay.
Are you sure you're good? Like, I want to make sure you're okay, because I know, like, this could be really, really... Are you sure you're good?
She was like, no, I'm okay. I want to get him arrested.
I told Jidion every single time that EDP would send me, but he would never tell me to, like, block him or anything.
I want you to block him on your phone, right?
We would tell her, if you're going to keep on talking to him, don't talk sexual, and please don't send any explicit...
Yeah, this whole content is uncomfortable. I'm an adult. With that all being said, we're going to get up out of here to the next one. Y'all check the rest of this out on Flakko's page. Red dots to the left. You know the rest. Say a prayer and be blessed. We gone.